Tonight it was a relatively small earthquake, but people felt the shaking for more than 100 miles.
A 4.0 quake hit just before 5:30 this evening. Take a look. It was centered just east of the town of Scotts Mills. This is very close to the spot where the spring break quake hit 25 years ago. Tonight's earthquake did little damage, but it startled a lot of people. We have team coverage of the earthquake, starting with KGW's Catherine Cook, who's live for us in Scotts Mills right now. Catherine?
Laurel, the quake is definitely the talk of the town tonight. It made the walls shake, the ground sway, and had a lot of people asking themselves, was that an earthquake? The answer is yes.
I kind of looked around and, wow, that was an earthquake.
A magnitude 4 earthquake centered in the little town of Scotts Mills. It hit around 5:30, dinner time for the Morgan twins.
Well, our house just started to shake a little bit, and then a big boom just happened, and then it felt like a water heater blew up. And then we went outside to go check all of our cars to see if they blew up or anything, and they didn't.
We didn't find much damage around town. Not even a can fell from the shelves at the Scotts Mills market. Then we met Emily. At her house, the 5-second quake took a small toll.
And I found 4 big cracks in our walls back in our bedroom. Yeah, and so that's kind of a bummer, but I guess I'm glad that's all that happened.
As luck would have it, we met Jerry Grolke, a retired seismic retrofitter. He has quake knowledge and jokes.
And even though Scotts Mills, they call it the Scotts Mills quake, it was actually the Mount Angel fault. So I tell people it's not our fault.
Not everyone felt the quake. Some who did had no idea what it was.
And at first I thought I was crazy because I felt my walls shake, and I thought, is there a car that crashed out here? What's going on?
Oh, it just feel a little bumpy.
Feel a little bumpy and the walls shaking.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was over as quickly as it started. For Emily, reassurance that it's always good to be prepared.
Thank God we have earthquake insurance.
Again, no reports of major damage, but just as a precaution, Marion County Sheriff's deputies have been checking homes in and around Scotts Mills to make sure everyone's okay. Back to you.
Well, great to hear from the folks there in Scotts Mills. Thank you, Catherine.
As soon as the shaking stopped, we started getting reports here in the newsroom for those of you who felt it.
Lana says, I'm in Woodburn and I felt our whole house shake. I thought the walls were going to buckle. It really scared me, but thankfully we have no damage. Zachary says, here in Newburgh, it just felt like someone body slammed my house, but that was it.
Lori says she got a frantic call from our son at our home in Tualatin saying someone was trying to break into the house, LOL.
And Ken says, felt the earthquake in Monmouth, Oregon, sharp jolt, and our glass chandelier on our 100-year-old piano started clanking as it shook. Cool. Well, we talked tonight to PSU geology professor Scott Burns. He says tonight's earthquake was a good reminder that we live in earthquake country, and the big one is coming eventually.
But he doesn't think this signals it's coming soon. We also asked if you can expect to feel aftershocks tonight.
There have been over 50, 60 aftershocks. Tiny. Nobody felt them. They get smaller and smaller and smaller. 4.0 is the biggest, and it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. A lot of people say, is this a precursor to the big one? Most likely not, because this is a crustal plate. It's in the North American plate, and something like this probably will not cause the big one to occur.
Burns says take this opportunity, though, to get your earthquake kit ready now.